not too choppy. There's not much lope there. It's just the right amount to make it sound like you've got something. Add a little pep to the motor. Get rid of that DOD completely. Physical DOD delete. And yeah, so that's where I'm at, and that's what I did. Of course, I got a whole new kit. The melling pump, got the springs, all that stuff. I'll go into all the parts later as I'm rebuilding it. The motor is going to go on that engine stand right back there, and I will start tearing it all apart. This is a learning experience for me. This is something that this is the first time I've ever done this, and I think back to when I pulled my Grand Prix, my black Grand Prix, into the garage for the first time, thinking to myself, I have to pull this motor and tranny out. I have no idea what I'm doing. And I was worried about everything going wrong. I was worried about doing something wrong. I was worried about basically just everything. And when I was doing it little by little and just figuring it out as I went along, I figured it out. And that was pretty much about it. I mean, yes, I'm a little nervous. There's some things that kind of make me a little nervous. Some things that I'm worried that I'm going to miss or that I'm not going to align properly or whatever. I mean, this is all stuff that I'm going to learn as I go along. I'm going to take everything apart. And I do know that James on the LS4 forums, who's going to tune my LS4 after it's done and the tranny, he is going to help me not be present, but actually help me guide me through this. So a lot of respect to him. If you ever need a tune for your LS4, check him out in the go to the Facebook page, the LS4 Nation Facebook page, and you'll find James there, and he'll tune you, and he can do it by sending you the tuner. And he said he can pretty much tune everything, and I believe him with all the stuff that I've been reading about what he's been doing. So I'll get this thing tuned without getting it on a dyno because he has a pretty good idea of what tune it's going to need. So yeah, he's going to help me out with this kind of stuff, just answer questions as I go along so I don't screw anything up. So a lot of it's self-explanatory, and I'll take a lot of pictures along the way, but there's some other things in there that make me a little bit nervous because I don't want to screw anything up at all. I don't want to get it all back together, get it back in, and then find out that I missed something or screwed something up, and then, the whole engine grenades, things like that. It's something new. And I had the same exact feelings when I was pulling this motor out for the first time way back 2.5, 3 years ago. I had the same feelings like I was going to screw something up, and then that would be it. I'd have to scrap everything. So I know that I'll be okay. I know I'll get everything right. I know, it's going to take some time, but I'll get it right. With the lockdown and everything that's happening here in the state of Michigan, it's really some strange times. So I'm hoping to be able to spend some time on this, kind of take it apart little by little, learn all the bits and pieces, see if there's anything that I need along the way. I know everybody's going to say, well, get this, get this, get this, get this. Now would be obviously a perfect time to replace the exhaust. Now would be a perfect time to replace the steering. Now would be there's so many things that I could do. And listen to that. Do you guys hear that? That is a Monte Carlo SS 2006. One of my neighbors owns it. And there is an '08, I believe it's an '08 GXP that's running around the neighborhood as well. So yeah. Anyways, so I can hear the LS4 from a mile away. I just know that sound. I hear that sound. I pick up on that sound. I just love that sound. I really do. So anyways, so here it is. It's out. We're ready to go. I'm going to be tearing everything apart. Ryan is going to be taking the car. So the car is going to be gone here, hopefully pretty soon. And, he's got some plans for it. So it's a couple of parts that I need. I was going to take the wheels, to be honest. After looking at the wheels, I decided not to. There's a guy selling a new set. Well, not new, but they're basically 9 out of 10 set of '07 Alcoas that I'm going to be getting. And I'll get some summer tires for those because I won't be driving this in the wintertime, obviously. So anyways, All right. Of course, any questions, let me know. And hey, if you got any suggestions, let me know, obviously, as well, because I could always appreciate and always use the feedback. And if there's anything you think I should need, I did get a cam position sensor, so I'll replace that while I'm at it. Any of the hard parts, I'm going to get a new water pump, so I'll replace that while I'm at it. Things like that that I don't really feel like replacing, after I get the motor back in. So those easy things to get to while the motor's out, difficult to get to or impossible while the motor's in. So I'm going to go ahead and replace all those parts while I'm at it. I'm definitely going to be re-looming this harness completely because it is pretty wrecked. So I'll get re-loom. If you guys can suggest anything as far as the wire loom goes, because obviously we all know how terribly brittle and garbage this wire loom is, but it gets so hot in this engine bay. So if you guys have any suggestions as far as where I can find some good quality, high temperature wire loom, I don't want this stuff to melt all the way, and standard wire loom just will not work. So if you have any suggestions for some wire loom, definitely let me know. I would appreciate that so that I can get this stuff all replaced, get the wires all cleaned up, and it just, you can see how it's all just crumbling apart because of all that heat. It's exposed to some extreme heats. So, yeah, thanks again for all your support, everything. You guys know who you are, who've helped me along the way. The first 3 times that I did this, you guys know exactly who you are. So just thanks again. So, all right, guys. Well, I'll give you another update when I'm working on some more stuff. Hopefully, we'll have this Grand Prix out of the garage here pretty soon. Ryan's going to take it, and we get this out of the garage. I'll get the black one in, and I'll get that motor out, and yeah, we'll have some fun. So, take care, guys.